Overflow Project encourages simple living and generous giving in order to change lives. We bring communities together for collective change to end poverty by supporting clean water projects in developing countries.
I thought it was such a great idea to kind of simplify your life in order to help others.
It's that whole dichotomy of, on one hand, it can start with something so small, and on the flip side, something so small, I mean, it's almost like a seed, like it just starts blossoming and can impact you in so many other ways.
Our 50-day challenge really is a stepping stone for you to be able to make more intentional decisions and longer lasting impact throughout the world.
Well, the decision that we made was to live out of our freezer. And to be honest, when we made that decision, I didn't really think that we would be able to basically live out of the freezer. But the thing that amazed me was that it was not only possible, but that there were still things left in the freezer at the end of the 50 days.
Well, I commit personally by giving up. 1 year I gave up eating out, another year I've given up coffee, and just committed those savings to our water projects.
So what I've been focusing on is eating out of my pantry and out of my freezer, which has been a huge adjustment for me because I love going out to eat. One of the highlights so far, all my friends and I had a huge potluck dinner at Magnuson Park, and we had a great time.
After I moved away from doing movies, like the movie theater, and shifted to replace that time with more like one-on-one conversations and space for relationships.
For me, I gave up drinking. We like our microbrews here. Yeah, between me and my wife, that too was a good $5 a day habit when you do the math. And so we were able to see that now we have this pool of money that we've sort of saved up over this time period, and we didn't suffer any, and actually it was life-giving.
This year, the Overflow Project partnered with Artist Reformation to create an installation at the 220 and Change building in Pioneer Square.
We talked about how we could make a piece of representational art that sort of gave the ethos and the meaning behind the 50-day challenge, but as a whole sort of tell the story of the Overflow Project and what it's about. Decided that it would be great to get a whole bunch of donated items that everybody has that at one time was valuable to them and meant something, and now is just there. We thought that that would showcase sort of the way that we can spend our money and be more intentional with how we consume and purchase things, because there is effects all throughout the world.
Together through this 50-day challenge, we will literally be changing lives in the village of Olumuguli, which is in Kenya, through our partnership with World Concern.
We had a plumber in today to fix one of our toilets, and he and I were talking about the fact that Seattle probably has some of the best quality water in the world, and wondering why on earth people bother to buy bottled water. There are many parts of the world where water is not fit to drink, and you know, I've worked in Africa where people drink water out of the local stream.
In addition to providing clean water catchments, we'll also be able to provide wash support, so education on hygiene and female sanitation as well. And so I think all of those things will be huge for that village.
60% of the health problems were related to drinking polluted water. And so by developing wells and irrigation, it had a dramatic impact on public health.
Our culture can be really easy to just write a check, but oftentimes it's much more challenging to make a lifestyle change. But when we do make that change, we are so much more connected and so much more involved in the work that we're doing and how we're really participating here to make a difference.
The Overflow Project. Simplify, give, change.